Welcome to lesson 6 of my series on sets for CSEC mathematics. Today we will learn how to draw and use Venn diagrams to represent the relationships among sets. Venn diagrams are a tool for visualizing sets and their relationships. By using overlapping circles, we can see how different sets interact, making complex relationships easier to understand. In a Venn diagram, the universal set U is depicted as a rectangle that contains all other sets. Each set is represented by a circle inside this rectangle, with elements placed in the regions that correspond to the sets they belong to. The set A is shown as a black region inside the circle. The complement of the set A, written as A complement, consists of all elements in the universal set U that are not in set A. In the Venn diagram, the complement is represented by the green region, which is the area inside the rectangle but outside the black circle representing A. Let's learn how to represent subsets. The subset, which is the inner set, will be black, while the outer set, representing the superset, will be shown as blue. Additionally, the universal set will be shaded in green, clearly distinguishing it from the other sets. This approach provides a clear visual representation of how set B is entirely contained within the superset labeled set A, which in turn is part of the universal set. When illustrating intersections, using Venn diagrams, we will focus on the area where sets overlap. The intersection representing the common elements shared between the sets is highlighted in green. This will clearly show the relationship between the sets and help identify the elements that belong to both. The union of both sets is the combination of the blue, green, and gray regions. In this diagram, the lack of overlap indicates that the sets are disjoint, meaning they do not share any elements in common. You can see in the diagram that the sets are completely separate, helping to reinforce the concept of disjoint sets. Let's try some problems where we can use Venn diagrams to represent information in sets. First, we have to draw a rectangle representing the universal set. Next, we need to draw a circle representing the set A. Finally, we put all the elements that belong to set A inside the circle labeled A. And then we place all the other members inside the universal rectangle. Now, let's identify the elements of set A complement. Notice how easy it is to see exactly which ones belong to A complement. Let's try another. Given the universal set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and AB is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and B 1, 3, 6, 9, we are required to then draw a Venn diagram to represent the relationship between the sets. First, we draw a rectangle for the universal set. Next, we draw circles to represent A and B. Notice that A and B have elements in common, so the set circles need to overlap. Finally, we simply place all the elements where they belong. First, we fill the common region with 1 and 3. Then we fill the elements that belong in A, but nothing else, 5, 7, 9. Then the elements that belong to B only, 6 and 9. Oopsie, 9 is also in common to both of them. So that means I need to change this from here to 1, 3, 9. And then I need to put 6 over here. Let's see, anything in the universal set, I have a place, no place for 2, no place for 4, 5, 6, 7, missing 8, 9, and then missing 10. Notice we clearly identify where each element belongs. So let's start. A intersect B, we get the elements 1, 3, 9. Then A union B, we get the elements 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Then we need A complement. Everything that belongs outside of A. So I'm just going to shade that region that we want to ignore. And we are only interested in the elements 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And that's the solution to that problem. I don't need to shade this when I'm solving a problem. I simply shaded it so you can identify what you're ignoring. Let's solve the following problem. We'll move a little faster now. Draw the universal set, two disjoint sets that don't touch because they have nothing in common, and then we'll put the elements in. Next, we're required to find A union B, A intersect B, and B complement. Let's look at this final example. And we have universal set A, B, and then we're required to find A intersect B, A union B, and A complement. Let's draw the Venn diagram first. Hopefully these examples were able to give you enough information that you're able to now draw Venn diagrams and identify the elements that belong to each of the relationships. In summary, a Venn diagram is a very useful tool to visualize the relationship between sets. By learning how to draw these properly, you will therefore have another tool to use when solving problems. Now, this is the last thing you will need to learn about sets for now. In future topics, you will see it again when we use them to solve problems. The topics are algebra and geometry. Thank you for joining me in this lesson on Venn diagrams. In the next lesson, we will do some questions related to sets. For now, it will only be multiple choice questions, and later in the series, we will do some structured type questions when we do algebra and geometry. Bye, and see you in the next lesson.